Okay guys, so now I will be presenting on the educational game that our group has came up with. So with me here I have, we call this game the Operation Dash. Why do we call it the Operation Dash? Is because it deals with two of the four operations, which are addition and subtraction. So this is a board game that can be played with up to four persons. Now the objective of this game is to actually let learners grasp the concept of addition and subtraction, and to uh, help them think critically to reach their objective, which is this finish line here. So I will now tell you how this game is being played. So as I said, this game can be played with up to four persons. However, I will be showing you how it can be played with two persons. So this game is played using cards. As you can see here, we have cards. On these cards here, we have the different operations. For example, as you can see here, we have subtraction, and then we also have addition. As I told you before, we are looking at addition and subtraction. So first of all, this game, as I told you, I will be looking at with two players. We have the two players here, and this stack of card here, it has random letters from 1 to 4. Sorry, random numbers from 1 to 4. So this is what you call the starter pack, which will determine where the players start after they have chosen the card. So you have the starter pack, and then you have the pack that you'll use to carry out the game and help you to finish it. So um so let's look at the second rule. As you can see here, we have operations. These operations would determine um, how many number of boxes you have to go. So let's look at an example here. So if this player choose this first card and it has number 1 in it, it means that this player will start in one box, which is this here. So that player will start there. Then you have, we don't use this card as yet, we put it aside. Then you have the other card. The player can either decide to shuffle the card, or they can only choose if they want to choose it as it is. So the player choose this card. It has number 4, which means that he start at 4 boxes. So you have number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. This means that this player will start in the 4th box up here. And now the race has begun to the finish line. So to continue, it is now this player's chance, so he picks a card from this pack that will help to carry out the game. So let's say he chooses this one, which is 6 plus 3. So the player will now find the sum of 6 and 3 to suggest which box he will go into. So 6 will, plus 3 will be 9. So it means that he have to go 9 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the player is now up there. And the same goes for this player. He can choose a card from there, and it determines which box he will go. Now, for example, rule number 3. If you came across one like this here with the subtraction sign, which has 8 minus 3. So 8 minus 3 will be 5, which means that if this player is up here and he got that 8 plus 8 minus 3, it means that that answer will be 5. So it means that he decreased 5 boxes. So he come down back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's now here. So when you add, you go up. When you subtract, you come down. Now, if a player picks a card, and let's say this player is in this box, And this player, some add up to a position in this box, and the player comes in this box here with this player, then this player here that was before will decrease to 1. So he dropped that to 1, and this player is now before him. And the same goes for the rest. Now, for instance, if a player receive a card like this here, where you have the number minus itself, which will be 0, then that player is out of the game and he has to start all over again. So it means that he have to choose back another starter pack that will determine which box he will go in. So that is the rule of the game. That will determine who will finish, and who finished this race first is the winner. Okay, so now I will look at the limitation of this game. So this game, addition and subtraction, requires critical thinking skills because you have to move by addition or subtraction between the boxes to finish this race. It, um, in other words, we can say it requires quick thinking skill. So, um, persons who have a challenge with addition and subtraction, it might take them time, which means that it will be time consuming. So, in other words, we can say that is one limitation of the game.
Okay, we're going to start our game. I will go first. I will choose number 1, which is the starting point. Here.
Okay, so I'll go second. I will start at 2.
So we go into our subtraction addition pack. I have 5 plus 5, which is 10. So I have to move ahead 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright. So I have 1 plus 3, which is 4. So I have to move at 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My turn now. So going to the subtraction addition pack again. I have 8 plus 2, which is 10. So I move ahead 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I am the winner here. Okay, we're going to start our game. I will go first. I will choose number 1, which is the starting point. Here.
Okay, so I'll go second. I will start at 2.
So we go into our subtraction addition pack. I have 5 plus 5, which is 10. So I have to move ahead 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright. So I have 1 plus 3, which is 4. So I have to move at 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4.
My turn now. So going to the subtraction addition pack again. I have 8 plus 2, which is 10. So I move ahead 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I am the winner here.